What's going on? What's going on? Man, couple little mantras for the day. You can lose money chasing women, but you won't lose women chasing money. A broke man can only play rich for so long, but a rich man can play broke forever. So let's get into this, man. I done had this truck for about 2 weeks. Now, if you working for Schneider, you know me, Mr. Loophole, aka Mr. 18 Toes Down. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put you up on game, okay? Couple things now. One, I don't know if it's all 2020s or is this the way, Schneider has it set up, and I want to think it's just the way Schneider has it set up. Well, I think it is. I think it's a little bit of both. And I'll tell you this. This truck on a scale of 1 to 10, man, with the automatic, everything is set up now. We haven't gotten into repairs because I know when that transmission go down, whoa. But I'm going to have to get this truck, man. Whew. I got to give it damn near 10, man. I mean, nothing's perfect, but this truck is as close to perfect that I want to get a floor plate. Look, I'm 6'3", okay? And there it dropped at $2.60, okay? So I'm a heavy dude. I'm about a couple bucks and a few quarters. And I need some leg room, a little bit more, you know what I mean? So I be finding myself on cruise and trying to stretch my legs out, and I just don't have it. So I know, you can get those floor plates, and it'll let your seat go back more because there's a little bit more room behind my seat that I can take advantage of, just a little bit, enough to where any little bit of change will make a difference. But all of these complaints are very minute. That now one major thing, because Schneider is penny ante, man. They petty. The steering wheel, like, okay, so that stability control and hard braking, this thing is so sensitive, man. It has something in the steering wheel. I mean, look, I only been with them been back for about maybe 2 weeks. I'm just about to get my second check this Friday. And, man, I can't tell you how many times I done had a stability control thing go off on me. And I haven't had that many in a whole course of a whole year. That's how sensitive this thing is. I hate it. Another thing I don't like is it has a lane departure warning. And it's a button over here, LDW, and it says off. I hate it. I mean, if you riding down the street and you tired, you'll love it to save your life. Because it's going to rumble before you hit the rumbling strips. But you shouldn't be riding like that anyway. But come on, guys. I mean, all of us walking around pretty much sleep deprived, unless you got a sweet ass gig in the trucking world. But I hate that. Now, you can call Schneider. Teams have called in to Schneider, and they have got them to take it out or cut it off. I guess remotely. Okay. So you can call them and get that taken off. So that would be great. And the reason why, because You imagine you're doing teams and you in the back. It's your time to get your 10, and you in the back getting sleep. And all you hear, bop, bop. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's going to go off if you even try to change lanes and don't hit the turn signal. It's going off. If you remotely go over a little bit, it's going off. The wind could blow hard enough, and you know how it go. You know, man, sometimes that wind will scare the hell out you on it, and you kind of try to adjust, it's going off. And you imagine you in the back hearing that, bop, 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 man. I don't like it. I'll be driving like, come on, man. So like every time I'm hitting this button to try to turn it off because it's annoying, man. I hate that. That's probably that, and the sensitivity of the steering wheel. I don't know which. I would say the steering wheel thing is worse because I don't like seeing that red triangle bloop 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 because you know you done messed up. So if you have that, call Schneider. Tell them, like, you know, your wife or significant other, husband or whatever, you have them on as a rider, which you can go to your, I think they call them DBOs. Back then it was ICX. Hold on. What's going on, bro?
I'm going to need you to pull out from the dock and pull long ways here for just a second, because those first two bundles, or first two stacks insulation, I can't get to because you're lower than the dock, and it's wanting me to stab about that far up on them.
I could slide my tandems and do it, because this was a hellified dock to hit, man. I could slide the tandems. It should.
That's the only way I'm going to be able to get it off, is to get them first two off right here.
All right, let me slide the tandems up, man. Man, this was a hellified dock to get to, man. I don't know if y'all can see this. Man, this dock, this is, man, I'm like, hell no. To the no. Anyway, man, hold on for a minute. Man. Hey, what? Irking me. Oh, man. So, yeah, if you got one of these, man, ask them to cut that joint off. Alright, so turn that joint off. Go lock it in. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? I want to cuss him out. Like, man, if you don't get your monkey ass on somewhere and do that, take it off. That's another thing I don't like. The damn thing when you, man, open the door, like if you open the door or put it in drive before you, or reverse before you shut the door, it's gonna do that. Crazy, man. God damn, man. Like, shit. Got to pull off the dock, man. Crazy, man. This thing is not easy to back up to. Like, fuck, man. Craziness. Anyway, so I don't like that about it. It blows a horn. It'll blow the horn, you know, like that. And I don't like that. All right, so look, sorry about all the pauses, man, but it is what it is. Hell. So let me put y'all up on game here, man, because I'm gonna be honest with you. If I didn't have another lick, right? And what I mean is, like, okay, so I got a lot of other stuff going on. So I got my own authority, okay? I got my own authority. And then I also have, you know, contracts with other people. So basically, man, Schneider has, if you want to be all on the up and up, Schneider has a trip lease, okay? They got a trip lease program. And, you know, all you do is say it's Landstar or ABC Trucking, whatever, and you want to go work with them. Well, you will sign the trip lease for a period of time, and where I guess Schneider won't be liable, and then you go work for them people or whatever. Now, I'm not saying that you should do this, but what I know some people do is, with their own authority or running for somebody else, they'll just Is that it? All right. Mama, I just asked the dude, was that it? And he gonna say, and then as soon as I get the back up, one more. Anyway, man, so what I do know some guys to do is they'll have their own authority and door working for somebody else, and they will just go pull their loads. Because it's like this. Let's say I'm running this load right now, right? And let's say by the time I deliver this, if it was a drop and hook, or if it's not, and I'm just like, you know what, I don't want no more loads, I will go find somewhere with Schneider, the agreed location, to drop their joint off, their trailer, okay? I'll have my vinyl, get some vinyls made. They about 89 bucks, maybe 150 for two of them. It could be cheaper than that. Get some basic little vinyl with the MC number and everything of the company you want to go work with. Slap it on the side and keep it moving. You know, I'll take some Gorilla Tape and on the box is where Schneider puts their thing, and see, they on this one they put the IFTA sticker right there, but I could peel that off and put the IFTA sticker somewhere else. But you just slap it on there, put some Gorilla Tape, and you know, hook it, like just tape it on there to the back. Do it neat, man, and that's it. Ride out. Guess what? Now you're no longer running for Schneider. I mean, when you look at the trip lease, it says to cover up their decal. You keep your same plate, registration, everything's still the same. You just tape that up. That's it. You know, Schneider wants you to fill out that trip lease thing just to like legally not hold them responsible to release them of their obligation if you were to get into an accident. Because I guess the attorney would have a field day if it came to find out that you were pulling for Landstar, so we about to get Landstar. You're also, you know, affiliated with Schneider, so we're going to get them. And then you have your own authority, so we're going to get you too. It probably can go on like that. I guess Schneider just want to cover all bases and really, you know, cover their ass. So that's why they do that. So I can totally understand that. But with that being said, man, I cannot see, now I don't know what everybody's expenses is and all of that, man. I have a lot of expenses and I probably need to cut back. But I just say, instead of cutting back, I'm about to just go out and make more money. So I can't see how people make it financially. You have to bust your ass, you hear me? For I'm gonna say 7 days. You gotta damn near be on recaps, man. Running with Schneider just to bring home $2,000. I'm not gonna lie. Now I don't know what kind of sweet lick some of y'all may have out there, like I used to have with the Statesville loads, Tractor Supply, that now they've moved to Charlotte. You ready? Okay. All right. So I hope you guys was hearing me through all of that. I'm gonna try to give a little rundown because I don't know if you was, and this is a long ass video, but basically I talked about the steering wheel that I don't like. I don't like because it's too sensitive. I mean, too sensitive. I don't like the lane departure warning. It goes off all the time. You can call Schneider and have them take it out and just say, you know, you're not a team, but when you have, you know, your significant other or whoever sometimes ride with you can go to your DBO or ICA and have them add a rider for you. And then boom, you got the reason to say, hey, take that off, because when I have, you know, my significant other in the back, you know, it wakes them up every 5 seconds because it's, you know, warning you all the time. Bum, bum, bum. It's annoying. So that's what I don't like about the truck. But man, outside of that, bro, this thing, it even turns like on a dime. It seemed like it, I don't know, maybe I've been out of the truck too long, but it just, it just seems to turn like really on a dime, man. Like it's precise. I love that. It took me some time to getting used to, but I love it. Um, it doesn't have all of the bulbs are halogen, not LED. I was wrong in that first video. They're halogen bulbs, and I do love that because in the I mean, even though the LEDs is cool and lasts longer, I like those because in the winter you won't get the too much of the icing over of your lights, and I think that's probably why Schneider did it. Outside, it's probably just being cheap. Um, but man, I mean, this is I think one of the first times that Schneider has really laid these trucks out. I've seen some of them have the windows and stuff in the back, which I would have loved to open it up a little bit, but I can't help but imagine that in the wintertime, you know, that could get a little cold. I think my door needs to be adjusted. I'm hearing some wind coming through there. I can handle that. Um, the APU seems a little louder than what I'm used to. They had a bolt that was loose and tightened up, but it still gets a little loud, but I go to sleep anyway. Love the refrigerator microwave game. I mean, the 1800 inverter that they put in here. I mean, this truck is amazing. So anywho, but getting back to business, business wise, man, I'm telling you, man, like if you are a IC independent contractor or owner operator over at Schneider, okay, um, I cannot see how you guys are making it. If you have a new truck, now after the first year, it may go down to like from 900 to maybe like 8 or 7, but bro, I mean, to have 1100 come out of your check every week, I'm busting my ass just to bring home 15. Okay, that is crazy, man. After fuel and that deduction for the truck and your insurance, I'm only bringing home about 15, 1800, and I'm busting my ass. I mean, I'm working literally 6, 7 days a week for $1,500. Mind you, take home. Mind you, I used to work. I could work 4 days. Okay, when I was running those tractor supply loads, and I can bring home 3 grand easy. If I work 35, if I work 5 days, I'll bring home 442 take home. Now with that truck, if I had that truck, it would be like 3 grand, 32. Because you got to take that 1,000 out. But I don't see how you guys are doing it. So my tip to you guys is this: think with an open mind. Okay, you're an independent contractor. So if you had a company and you cut grass, and you had a contract with this company over here, and you cut their grass, but there's a company down the street that pays a little bit more, but they're not as consistent as this company. Well, you can go and get that contract over there with them as well, because you are an independent contractor, and you can wear as many hats as you could possibly stack on. Um, Schneider has a thing called trip lease. And in order to do this, all you do is fill out the form, say who you're going to work with. They sign it, say, yes, he's going to be working with us. And then you go and you cover up their stuff, their MC number and all of that, DOT number. And you keep your same plates. You can keep all your Easy Pass and stuff like that. And you are supposed to keep running their Qualcomm. Now, the company that I'm going to be dealing with, they provide their own thing. And so that's what I'll be using. Now, what am I going to do with this Qualcomm? Okay. But yeah, so you go and run for the other company, man. If they don't have a system, or you want to keep running, Schneider wants you to keep running their stuff, then just keep running it, man. I mean, no big deal. But I'm not telling anybody to do anything illegal, or at least civil matter. Of being wrong, okay, a breach of contract. So do what you do, man. But you can go to Landstar, you can go to ABC Trucking, and basically fill out something with them and see. I mean, check it out, man, because there's a lot of companies that's paying more than what Schneider is paying. The thing with Schneider is the fact that they're a big fish in the sea. They are a big fish in this game, man. And they have contracts. So it's like with the company that I'm going to be running lows with, they, they'll get you up to Jersey for, if it's, I had one that was like 3 stops and I got paid 2100. You know what I'm saying? To go from North Carolina to Jersey, 3 stops, 2100. The next day at 8 o'clock, I was done. Well, maybe about 9 o'clock, I was done. But on the back haul, it's like I had to try to find something under my authority because, um, they kind of be lollygagging sometime and BSing, man. So I ain't really care for that. See, but with Schneider, you can run somewhere and you almost guaranteed to get a load coming back because Schneider got stuff everywhere. You know what I mean? So you want to have your cake and eat it too, is what I'm saying. Um, Because I could just as well get up there and let's say I'm pulling ABC's trailer and I got up there for 2100. You know damn well to go to Jersey, you ain't getting no 2100. With Schneider to get 2100, you probably have to be going from 7. Man, you would have to have a load going about 800 miles. Even probably more than that. Probably, yeah, maybe 800 miles paying maybe 250 if you're lucky. And you make it cost about 2 grand. But you're not getting 2100. If it's a one stop, I could probably get 17, 1800, 1500 to go to Jersey. You're not getting that with Schneider. You'll get 13, but you ain't getting 15. You damn sure ain't getting 17 or 18. And I've gotten that. But this is a refrigerated division company that I was looking at going to. So let's say I went up there for 1800 and I was pulling their trailer and they ain't had nothing going back. And I said, well, look, y'all ain't got nothing going back down. I'm either going to book a load on my own under my own authority, or I can just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to drop y'all trailer off at this location, and then I'm going to hook up and then go outside, take that sign off, put, show sign and stuff, and then get right on their board. Oh, they got something going back down, and then boom, book it and going back down. You can run for other companies, man. You're an independent contractor, so you're not just tied to Schneider. Check the market, man. See what other companies out here that are paying more, and go get it, man. I had a guy, man. He worked for Schneider. He's with Landstar now, and I heard they pay more, and Travel Loco. And so Schneider, man. I mean, he worked for Schneider, and what he would do. He said, now Schneider also will rent you or their trailer. Like if you sit down for too long with their trailer, see how they charge you about $250 a day or something like that or $200 or something like that a day, maybe even $400 for holding their trailer every day. They charging you. You can also rent their trailer. Okay. So what this brainiac decided to do, because he has his own authority. Let's say he's in Bristol, VA, which where I happen to be at right now, and he gets unloaded here, and it's like, broker calls him, or he sees a load that's right around the corner in Bristol, and it's going back down to North Carolina where he wanted to go, and it's paying Bristol to North Carolina about what, maybe 3 hours, maybe, I don't know, but let's say it's paying something that Schneider ain't gonna pay. Let's say the broker really need this load to be moved. He willing to give you 800. You know what I mean? You know what he would do? I'm going to pick it up, and he would pick it up in Schneider's trailer. I thought that was a bold move. I said, boy, hey, I'm a beast, but I said, boy, you got me beat right there, because I don't think I had a heart for that. I mean, just imagine pulling up to a place and you got a Schneider trailer. But some of these people, they don't care. They just be looking. God be looking. Okay, there's trailer number. Okay, all right, go on up there, take your paperwork in, and then when you pull up, they just load it up and you go. And that's what he did. He'll use their trailer. And as far as Schneider concerned, you just deadheading. They don't know. They just whatever. They don't know you got product. But where you can get into some trouble is if you get pulled over. Okay, and or you get into an accident and they looking and seeing the bills and yada yada yada, and if on the bills it say ABC Trucking, and but you up here with Schneider, you know what I'm saying? Now you would of course put your stuff on there, but I guess the chances of that happening is very slim to none, but it could happen that you get pulled over and you don't, even if you had Schneider stuff covered up, it's like you got a Schneider trailer. I guess you could say you're renting it, but and show that you have a contract, you could probably wiggle out of it, but you don't want Schneider to find out that you had product on their trailer that was not theirs. It could get complicated if there was a claim, and let's say you got in an accident, all the product is out on the road, and it's like, wait, DOT comes out and it's like, so this is not a Schneider load. It's like, boy, I don't know if you'll go to jail or not. I think that's probably a civil matter, but I don't think I would want to be in that kind of predicament. So I wouldn't advise you guys doing that. But as far as like doing trip leases, yes. Um, would I? I mean, there's some people who I can say, man, that like, would I agree that maybe you don't have to always do the trip. I mean, Schneider wants you to do the trip lease. If you want to be, fair and square, that's what you'll do. You do the trip lease. Um, that's not to say that you can't just be up here in Bristol and decide, you know what, I don't want to. I got a better load going up to Jersey than when Schneider's going to pay me, or going back down. I'm going to drop their trailer off at a desired location or wherever they want me to go, and I'm going to hook up to this guy's reefer trailer and pull it. You could do that. Or I'm a deadhead back to Charlotte, drop this stuff off at their terminal, go hook up to my trailer, put my decal on the side of, for my company or the company I'm choosing to run for. I'm gonna run for them for a good week because the money is better. The money is better, man. So check the market, man. Check out what's out there. Don't just be tied to Schneider, man. Schneider's a good company. They're petty as hell. They're a good company, only because I just feel like they have the market in a chokehold. I mean, Schneider got lows everywhere. Schneider got lows everywhere, and you won't be in a spot where you can't get no lows, as far as I know. And I'm on the East Coast, but we know it's overly saturated. But that's the good thing about Schneider. I would never go up to Jersey and not have a load coming back down or just coming out of there. Never. But running for this other company, it's a possibility I may get up there for like 18, and then he's like, well, hold on, you might have to wait till the next day. And, I don't want that. But that's why I'm trying to work it to where I have my cake and eat it too. So think about that. If you got any questions about this, man, you can email me or leave some comments below. I would definitely respond and get back to you as far as everything that I'm talking about. This video is going past 30 minutes, but a few of that was because I had to pull off the dock so he can get some of the stuff, this insulation off of here, man. But all in all, man, that's what's up, man. Like I say, man, I love this truck. Just a few little things that I don't like, but in the grand scheme of things, very minute. And man, I have to say, I have to give this truck about a 9.5, man. Damn near. I want to say it's perfect, man. I really do, but just in the spirit of us, ain't nothing perfect. But it's about as close to a perfect truck that I've ever had. That refrigerator and microwave is a pure D blessing for me, man. I've never had a truck with one, man. I've always been eating out of truck stops, and even now to this day, not only am I still lifting up my left foot and grabbing for the stick shift over there, but I'm still going inside of truck stops buying juice. And I be having to catch myself like, wait, you got juice in your fridge, you got Gatorades. Why are you buying this? You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Or, going in there buying food, and it's like, now the food, sometimes you want a hot plate, but I'll have leftovers from hibachi, and I put it in the microwave, boom. Got soup and stuff like that, so it's all good. All right, man. Look, I'm out of here, man. For this thing hit 40 minutes, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I feel like the information that I put out there today, man, is major key alert. I feel like you can definitely take advantage of that to grow your business, man, and just, have more options. Have more options. You don't want to just, limit yourself to one source, man. You can work. You're an independent contractor. You can have contracts with several people. It's just about how you want to go about doing it. You know what I mean? Again, the mantras for the day. A broke man can only play rich for so long, but a rich man can play broke forever. Facts. And the other one, you can lose money chasing women, but you won't lose women chasing money. Facts.